Connections Week. All right. What's your name, brother?
BJ Kidder.
BJ Kidder. Hey, relatives, folks, family, people, allies watching. I'm right now reporting live from the Dakota Access Frontline fight. They've cut all connection. They've cut all the communications has been cut in the frontline space. I was trying to send pictures on Facebook, and it was like, a wall literally went down and cut off connection to Facebook. A bunch of people around me all had the same experience, so they're using blockers, they're using technology to block any kind of internet communication out. So I've pulled up, I'm about maybe 3/4 of a mile south on 1806 on the side of the road here. And so I wanted to give an update because a lot of folks wanted to know what's going on. My name is Dallas Goldtooth. I'm with the Indigenous Environmental Network, and I'll try my best to kind of summarize what's happening. So right now, the frontline space is about 3/4 of a mile this way. Dakota Access construction is happening just over the hill here. We have a number of days ago, we had erected a frontline treaty camp right in a space on the Dakota Access pipeline. Sorry there. On the Dakota Access easement, which you see right here. The police made an announcement yesterday that they wish to clear this land. This is all Dakota Access property right here. So they got an order to clear the camp. This morning they mobilized about a mile north of here. They approached our frontline blockade and announced that they are going to intend to sweep this camp. They have moved into the camp right now. We have law enforcement that are sweeping this camp, clearing out tents. There are local county sheriff, state police, and National Guard who are on ground helping. There are National Guard Humvees on top of the hill here. We have National Guard Humvees up on top of here. There are some instances where law enforcement have pulled, have raised weapons, their guns on our water protectors, but we were able to de-escalate those situations. There was another blockade to the south of me at County Road 134, which is just a couple miles south of here. There has been reports of 2 snipers on the hills that are there as scouts, and our water protectors basically, from what I hear, the water protectors set up a barricade at the bridge, and then they've stopped the police at the bridge because there's a choke point there, and they actually started like some hay bales on fire to further dissuade from law enforcement from coming in.
You got grenade launchers down there.
I don't know if they got. I don't know about that, but right now, the current situation on this road, about 3/4 of a mile, there is a blockade of hay bales and lumber and large logs that we've moved into place to stop them from moving. Behind that, there's a vehicle, there's a truck that has been parked in the middle of the road that water protectors are locking down with equipment, so that the only way that they can be removed from it is through a very technical process to remove them from those vehicles. So they're locking down. Just beyond that, closer to us, is a line of water protectors, of elders and leaders who completed a prayer ceremony. They filled their pipes, their peace pipes, their chanupas, and one of my aunties, Casey Camp, who is a elected leader from the Ponca Nation, strong ally, pipeline fighter for numerous years, has decided that her, along with a number of other relatives, will stand their ground holding their pipes, and will be arrested should it come to that. We have all along here is Dakota Access workers. All those vehicles there are Dakota Access. Can you hear me? Make sure you guys can hear me. Shout out to the Beska, our relatives, Sami Nation, Sami relatives, and up in northern Scandinavia in Sami land, Sapni. So I am again. So to recap, I'm about 3/4 of a mile south of where the current frontline action is happening. Right behind me is the frontline treaty camp that was established a number of days ago, where we reclaimed traditional Oceti Sakowin territory their traditional treaty land right on the Dakota Access Pipeline easement. And the police are currently doing an operation to sweep that camp and to remove all their water protectors. There are mass arrests that are happening. That is guaranteed. There are a number of people that have been arrested. Guns have been drawn, but there has been de-escalation on site to calm the police down. They're being very aggressive. They have been. We have numerous helicopters flying overhead. We have National Guards members here on site, and you have law enforcement who are moving through using Humvees. There's armored vehicles up front. The armored vehicles have these sound cannons on top that emit this high, piercing, painful noise, and it's a part of them to control crowds. And so they were using those for the first couple of hours to push people back. It's so painful that we had to use get earplugs, and still even with the earplugs it was extremely painful. So I came up here, stepped out of the action space so I can come and give an update, because I know a lot of people are watching across the world. For those of you that don't know what this is about, there's a pipeline. The Dakota Access Pipeline is a 500,000 barrel proposed pipeline that would come across the land right here, would come over here. There's a drill pad right on the other side of this proposed to cross the Missouri River. The Missouri River is about 1.5 miles east of us. The Standing Rock Sioux Nation, this is the traditional territory of the Chetishakoin, and currently is the home of the Standing Rock, the Hunkpapa Oyate relatives. The reservation is just to the south of us here. So I'm going to end this report because I need to get back into the frontline space. And, we're going to continue to ask, if you can, contact the governor of North Dakota to just demand that he scale back on at least the transgressions of police officers in this space, to pull back the police force that's here. We're asking to contact the White House, President Obama. Folks may not know this, but the president has the executive power to stop this pipeline. Has everything in their power to stop this pipeline. The Army Corps of Engineers, even in the Omaha office, has the power to stop this pipeline. They have the power to revoke the permit for the pipeline to cross the river. They have the power right now, if they wanted to order a full environmental impact statement, which would halt this pipeline for 1 to 2 years. And that's a great thing, because the greater name of the game is death by delay. The longer we delay this project, the more financial risk this pipeline becomes to the financiers and the backers of this. So much love to all our relatives all across the planet who are supporting this struggle to protect the water. Water is life, and that's why we're here. And it's a greater struggle for us to protect Mother Earth. This pipeline is not just going to impact the water here. It's not just going to impact the land here in the event of an oil spill, but also is going to create greater struggle and greater escalation of global average global temperature across the planet. It's going to contribute to climate change, and that's the greater struggle. So I'm going to turn this around here. It looks like police officers have moved into the camp. They've swept the camp. They're over into this space here. There are a number of water protectors from this camp who were fully expecting that they were going to be arrested. So they have locked down. They're holding arms. They've created a prayer circle, and they expected to be. They are planning to be arrested. There are well over 2,000 people here right now. We're asking for other folks to come and stand and support. And much love to everybody. So I'm gonna stop the recording here. Pay attention to my Facebook feed, Indigenous Rising, our Indigenous Environmental Network, Honor the Earth. I know Red Warrior Camp, they also are putting out content. But you can follow me as Dallas Goldtooth, organizer of the Indigenous Environmental Network. Much love, peace to each and every one of you. Talk to you later.